Have you ever wondered what causes most arguments in a relationship? Today, we're going to reveal the top 8 most common sources of conflict in marriage. But before we dive into this, if you're new here, we would love to have you hit that subscribe button. We share weekly videos as tools to help you have the best sex of your life, so let's get into it. In a previous video, we talked about the top 10 things that cause arguments in the bedroom. And while those are important, today, we want to talk about the bigger picture. What are the most common sources of conflict in a relationship when you look at it from an outside perspective? So no. One is lack of quality time together. This is actually a huge one. When we think about what causes most arguments, it's really easy to point to the times when we're together and we're having issues. But sometimes the bigger issue is that we don't spend enough time together. When couples don't have enough quality time together, they start bringing their bad moods or their stress from other areas of their life into the bedroom. And then when they're together, they're on their phones or they're watching TV. They're not really connecting with each other. They're just sort of sharing a space that can lead to a lot of resentment and frustration, which can then boil over into arguments. It's really important for couples to schedule in quality time together, time where they can really connect and communicate with each other without distractions. This can be hard to do, especially when you have kids or demanding jobs, but it's important to make it a priority. Lack of quality time together is one of the biggest sources of conflict in marriage. 2. Intimacy issues. In our last video, we talked about how lack of intimacy, specifically initiating intimacy, can cause arguments. But even when we're looking at it from a broader perspective, intimacy issues, whether it's lack of physical affection or emotional connection, can cause a lot of tension in a relationship. When one partner feels like the other is not meeting their intimacy needs, it can lead to frustration and resentment and ultimately arguments. It is important for couples to be open and honest with each other about their intimacy needs and to make sure that they're meeting each other halfway. 3. Money. We've all heard the saying money is the root of all evil. And while that's not entirely true, it is a common source of conflict in relationships. Whether it's how to budget, save or spend money, financial issues can cause a lot of stress in a marriage. It is important for couples to be on the same page when it comes to money and to have a plan in place for managing their finances. This doesn't mean that you have to agree on everything, but you should have a basic understanding of where you both stand and be willing to compromise. 4. In-laws. In-laws, they can be a great source of support and love for a couple, but they can also be a major source of conflict. Whether it's overbearing mother-in-laws or disapproving fathers, in-laws can cause a lot of tension in a marriage. It is important for couples to set boundaries with their in-laws and to stick up for each other when necessary. Remember, you're a team. 5. Household responsibilities. Who does what around the house can be a major source of conflict, especially if one partner feels like they're doing more work than the other. It's important to have a clear division of labor so that everyone is on the same page. And if one person is taking on more than their fair share of the work, it's important to have an honest conversation about it. 6. Child rearing. If you have kids, you know that they can be a major source of joy and happiness, but they can also be a major source of conflict. Whether it's disagreements over discipline or child safety, it's important for parents to be on the same page when it comes to their children. It's also important to be flexible and willing to compromise. Remember, you're in this together. 7. Lack of communication. This is a big one. When there's a lack of communication in a relationship, it creates a lot of unnecessary conflict. It's important for couples to be honest and open with each other, even when it's difficult. If you're feeling angry or frustrated, don't bottle it up. Talk to your partner about it in a calm and respectful way. And finally, 8. Differing lifestyles. When two people come together in marriage, they bring their different lifestyles with them. Whether it's differences over things like religion or politics, it's important for couples to be respectful of each other's beliefs. Just because you do and see eye to eye on every issue doesn't mean that you can't have a happy and fulfilling marriage. So there you have it, the top 8 most common sources of conflict in marriage. If you're experiencing conflict in your marriage, don't despair. It's normal and it's actually a good thing. Disagreements don't have to be destructive. If you can fight right, they can actually make your relationship stronger. The key is to be respectful, honest and open with each other, And always remember, you're a team. If you enjoyed this video, please leave us a like and a comment below. We love to hear from you, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. We release new videos every week, and we would love to have you join our community. Until next time, happy arguing!